I said, for everybody that is not on here so we can post it in our group. So I just want to first introduce myself. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Rania. I am one of the coaches on our team. We have a pretty large group of people. We have my team, which is Team Limitless, and then we have a larger team in Partnership We Shine. We kind of all team up together to run these groups. So you'll see me, and you'll see, I think Jackie's going to help with some of the posts, and you'll see other coaches kind of post throughout as well. But we are all here to help you guys through all of this. So basically, just a little bit about what the groups are a little bit about. You know, as you can tell, like from what we started so far, right now you're in the pre-week, which is just the week before we officially get started. If your stuff doesn't come by Monday, it's okay. Like, first of all, you do have 30 days free access on demand. So if you want to access that, you can go on Beachbody On Demand and you can do your workouts on there until you get your product. After the 30 days, if you don't want to continue it, then you want to, if you've gotten it, if you've opted for it, if you've signed up as a discount coach, you automatically get it. So then if you don't want the streaming, then you can call and cancel it. And if you do want it, it's for 3 months, $41.20, I believe. The positive of that is if you ever want to try another program, there's a ton of program options on there. So if you want to throw in a second option, or you're traveling and don't want to take your DVDs, all of the programs that you purchase are on there. And then there's a lot of free ones that come along, not free, but they come along with your membership. So anyways, if you don't get your program, you can start on demand. So what we do as coaches is we just try to support you in any way we can, answer any questions you have. We want you guys to succeed. So the best way in terms of accountability, I would say, is to really utilize this group. We are there to answer questions. We're there if you're having problems with nutrition, you need, help, you need ideas, ask, because you're probably not the only one that's having those questions and needs that help. So some expectations. What we do is you will have a post every day from us at a minimum. Sometimes we throw in a little extra stuff, like a video that might have a bonus, like, drawing for free gifts or fun stuff like that. We try and make it fun and make people kind of stay motivated and accountable that way. But what we expect from you guys, or hope from you guys, to really utilize this group is to check in daily. So when you've done your workout, and you've, had your shake and whatever you're doing for that day, you check in. Literally, even if it's 2 seconds of, did 21 Day Fix today, had my shake, have a great day. Like, if you don't have time, or if the day goes by, then the next day just check in. So you kind of can stay on top of checking in. When I first started, I was in a group and I think there was maybe like 2 people. And I would post every day, even if nobody else was posting. It was just my way of keeping myself accountable. And it worked. It kept me on track. I have to check in every day. So it's kind of like if you're one of those people who likes to check things off a list, it's perfect. So we, want everybody to be positive, supportive. Obviously, we all have bad days and we share those. So that's okay. So when I say positive, it doesn't mean share that whether you're having a bad day or not, but we want to be supportive. So, encourage each other, help each other out. If somebody is having a tough day, like today, I didn't get home till 6 o'clock at night and I was really not going to work out. And then I posted and everyone's like, no, go do it. You can do it. And I went and did it. So we just encourage each other. Try and make connections and build connections with each other. We have different posts throughout that help with that, and introducing our families and why we're here and what our goals are. We had posted a few days ago about doing an introduction video. If you're, just do something quick. It's just us. That's one thing. This group is private. It's secret. Nobody else can see these posts except for the people in this group. So it's nothing to be concerned about if you have not done your hair or whatever. So just do a quick introduction video and kind of just build your connections with each other. Post when you've done your workout. How are you doing with your nutrition? So those are things that we share about every day, and you'll see that. And also keep in mind, some of us that are coaches have been doing this for a while. So some of the workouts that maybe you see us doing may seem like a little bit much compared to what you're doing, but just know everybody is on a different place in their journey, and it should never be there to discourage you. But we are all, at different points. So don't ever feel like, oh, I can't post what I'm doing because I'm only just starting, because we're all on different points. So that's just important to remember. When you see like somebody, if they've posted 2 workouts a day, it doesn't mean that you are slacking. It just means that somebody else is at a point where they want to do that. So when you do get your stuff, or if you've gotten it, you will get your workout DVDs. And then actually this month, 22-minute, if you got 22-minute hardcore, you'll get so I'm going to grab them so you see what they look like. You'll get your portion control containers, and they're all in here. And a book that explains the nutrition. Make sure you read that book. It explains everything to you from cover to cover. So when you read open the portion control containers up. Every container goes with a certain type of food. So your greens are your veggies, your purples are your fruits, and it breaks it down for you in the book. And each type of food gives you a ton of different examples for that container. So that will help you. The book will help you when you read it, explain the nutrition side of things. It'll help you also to figure out which calorie area you should be in. And then from there, it'll tell you how much of each container you can have each day. There is an option. You can go online and you can print tally sheets off, so you can kind of keep track of what you're doing. I have an app on my phone, and it's called 21 Day Fix, and it's free, and it's awesome. And I keep track of my stuff every day on here. And you can pick extreme, not extreme, and you can keep track of your day, and it breaks it down. I don't know how many of you guys see it, but probably not, because it's glare. But it breaks it down. It'll tell you, how many, and then each meal you can kind of check off what you're doing, how much you've had each day. It helps me because it helps me to plan. Like, okay, so I've eaten this much, so for dinner, I know I can have an extra protein, or I can have, I'm saving my yellow for a glass of wine. And that the book will also explain that to you too. So there are cheats. There's ability to still enjoy wine and chocolate and all that good stuff. So that replaces certain things. Usually it'll replace your yellows, which are your carbs. So when you read through the book, if you have questions about anything in terms of the nutrition, just post and ask us, because a lot of us have done this several times now, so we're kind of we can help answer those. So when you get your Shakeology as well, that counts as one red, so that's going to be one of your proteins. If you choose to add like fruit, which actually, let me explain, because I don't know how well, if you guys have never had Shakeology before, the best way to make it is to blend it up. So if you have a Ninja or a Bullet or whatever, that's definitely the best way to blend it up. Depending on the flavor you choose, we usually, like chocolate, I usually add like a half a banana, teaspoon of peanut butter, ice, and then if you want water, if you want it to be more creamy, then you can add like unsweetened almond milk, something like that. All the stuff you add into your shake also will count towards your portions. So and it'll give you in the book how much almond milk counts as a yellow, which you could half, or you can make it a quarter and still save that yellow for later in the day. You could half your fruit, so then it's half of a purple. But, you know, adding a little bit more to the shake definitely gives it, you know, just a little bit. I love the chocolate peanut butter banana flavor. It's delicious. Cafe latte, I usually same thing, add some peanut butter. I don't know, just depending on your flavor that you choose is going to help, you know, determine how you want to blend it up. You will also get a calendar that kind of gives you some blending ideas, how to mix up different flavors for your shake. So let me think. What else? What questions do you guys have so far?
Do you want us to post like before pictures and after pictures? Like, you want us to do that too? And
whatever you feel comfortable with. If you feel comfortable posting your before and afters or just your befores now, absolutely go for it. Make sure you take your before pictures and your measurements, because you can go on to beachbodychallenge.com and you can submit those and you get a free t-shirt no matter what. And in fact, you actually can win money. I had a guy won $500 for putting in his results, and then after that, it goes to like 10,000 and 20,000, depending on your before and after pictures. And actually, once a year, when we go to Nashville next week, they'll have a man and a woman chosen, and they will win $100,000 each for their before and after. Yeah, it's inspiring. It's unbelievable. So it's worth it, if anything, for the fun free t-shirt, but also you never know, you could always make a little extra money on submitting them too. But yeah, in the group, like I said, it's private, it's just us. So if it's something that will help hold you accountable, if it's something that will maybe help you encourage other people to post their, you know, befores or afters, definitely share it. And if you're not comfortable yet, take your befores. I think I posted earlier this week some, you know, an explanation on how to take the measurements and what the pictures should look like if you want to do it that way. I've just taken them like in my mirror. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be professional photography. It's just so you can see a difference. And but take your measurements, because you'll hear us through the next 3 weeks. Sometimes the scale does not move right away, but you'll notice that your measurements will change for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. What other questions do you guys have? Anything you can think of?
I'm going on vacation week 2, so
Okay.
I was thinking about maybe like starting it next week and then going off and then starting it all over again, or I don't know.
Well, I think I mean, you can see like how the first week goes for you. There is a lot of opportunity to play with it. I mean, in terms of the eating part, adding out, you know, drinking. Like sometimes I would save my yellows for like a week so I could have Friday night and be like, okay, this is my night. Now, is that really part of the plan? I mean, but you know, sometimes it's all about balance. It's all about this becoming a lifestyle change. It's not going to be a quick fix, not fad. It literally, after doing this for a few weeks, you will be able to go to restaurants. You'll be able to go on vacation and do it without even measuring this stuff, you know, as much, or just knowing how much of everything you could have. Because sometimes people assume, oh, I'm going to eat this amount of fruit. Well, there's only so much, even fruit, you should have in a day, you know? I'm just going to add a little bit of this creamer to my coffee. Well, but that little bit of creamer really does make a difference in your day. So, yeah, vacation is hard. I mean, see how your first week goes. If anything, take your Shakeology with you. Keep doing that. Maybe take your workouts, or make sure you're doing something at the beach, you know, and then do the best you can. And then, you know, come back and see how you feel then. But stay engaged in the group, like even if you come back. And also after the 3 weeks is up, know that we're not going to like just drop you off. We do have an ongoing group that goes after that. So everybody does these 3 weeks, and then if you still want the accountability, we add you to our group, and that's an ongoing group, and you put everybody's in there that's been in all of our past challenges. So it doesn't ever stop if you don't want it to. You can do that as much as you like. And same thing, like when you get your book for traveling and restaurants, in the back of it, it actually gives you a guide on if you have pizza, this is what you check off. If you have a burrito, this is what you check off on your list. So there is that opportunity to still eat out, to still have treats and travel and do all this stuff without it, really impacting you in terms of just total, like, okay, I totally failed. I can't do this. So when you get the book, if you haven't gotten it yet, now 22-minute hardcore is a little different because the nutrition guide, but you could also look at you have the 21-day fix book already. Do you have it?
I think I do. I need to look. I don't think I saw a book in the 22 hardcore.
There's a nutrition guide inside of there.
A little guide.
Yeah, and it portions it out. The portions are the same, but they're explained differently because typically the 22-minute hardcore doesn't come with the containers. It just comes with measurements. And so those will be equal to your containers though. So okay. I can help you with that if you need help comparing the two. But yeah, and a few tips like Pinterest. If you look up like 21-day fix or anything like that, you can get a ton of recipe ideas off of there. I get a lot of my ideas off of there. In the group, we'll post recipe ideas and stuff like that too. But if you need meal planning ideas, if some of you are better at meal prepping and eating off of it all week, some people are better with that than others. Some people cut up all their fruits and veggies and put them in baggies or Tupperware and make their salads for the whole week. Other people I don't, but I'm just not the meal. Like every once in a while I'll do like, a bunch of turkey meatballs and throw them in the freezer, or I'll make a bunch of chili. But it just depends on how you work. If it's easier for you to meal prep on Sundays and then use that throughout the week, it's going to be less tempting to grab something if you already have it ready to go. Sometimes I do like buy a whole chicken and then I'll just pull that off and I can eat that all week with different things, knowing that that's something that is already going to help me with my protein. And and then the obvious, just water. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. Make sure that, if your workout is hard, like drink your water during your workouts. Don't push yourself too hard that you're so sore like the next day that you can't move for 3 days. So just know your limits. And then you'll have plenty of opportunities to keep like increasing the weight. All of the programs have modifiers. So if something is if there's a move you can't do yet, or if there's something that's, something you can't do because you have a hurt body part, there's always a modifier for you to follow. I think that's it that I can think of. What do you guys think? Any other questions that come to mind?
With Shakeology, like when I was doing the 21-day fix, Anna would always say like after her workout she's gonna have that. Mm-hmm. Or do you think that's better for like breakfast? Because I'm not a big breakfast person, so I was thinking of just doing the Shakeology in the morning and then after workout, I guess eating like a banana or something. But like, what do you think?
Well, it depends on, I guess, when you work out. Like, for me, I do it drink mine after my workout, but that's just because I don't like to eat before I work out. I don't even have it. Like, I'll have a cup of coffee and that's it. I don't usually typically eat anything before I work out. I'll have a cup of coffee and then I'll do my Energize, which is our pre-workout drink, which is awesome. It gives you that little bit of boost when you're having a hard time getting up or getting into the workout. So, but I don't typically eat before I work out. So if you feel like you need to have something, or if you're working out later in the day, then yes, it's my breakfast usually. but I do wait till after workout, but that's just because I don't like to eat prior. I think it's up to you and how you feel. It will help you the most. You know, it doesn't have to be a meal replacement. All of these programs allow for you to have, like, you know, 3 meals and your 2 snacks. So sometimes if it needs to be an afternoon snack, because that's when I crash at like 3 p.m. and want to go eat chocolate, sometimes I'll save it for then and I'll drink it then. Some people have theirs for dessert because they, you know, need dessert. So maybe they have their chocolate Shakeology for dessert instead. So I think I suggest you test it in all these different, you know, different times and see when it's best for you and when it fits in best. You know, I find that if I have it usually like a late breakfast, that it will hold me for a few hours to lunch. I can't say, and I don't know if it's because like I'm always moving and that it's like this, you know, holds me over for like 4 or 5 hours. Now, other people have said it has held them over for really long periods of time. I need my little, I'll have my shake, and then a few hours later, I need a good snack. I think that too is just different with everybody on how long it will sustain you. But the reality is, it's so much beyond that. Like, it's just so full of such good stuff for your body. You will notice a difference, but it might take a little bit of time. Like, some people don't notice a whole big difference in their energy level and all that for at least a week or 2 of drinking it. But you'll notice a week or 2 in that, you know, your digestive system takes some time to adjust as well. But, you know, if you have any kind of digestive stuff, it helps with that tremendously. Make sure you're drinking lots of water too, because it could do, you know, if you're not drinking enough water, it could impact your digestive system because there is so much dense nutrition in there. If you have high cholesterol, I mean, I've had several people been taken off cholesterol medicine because of, you know, after consistently drinking their shakes for a few months, to like 6 months, I'd say at least, then they were taken off their cholesterol medicine because of it. Energy level will increase. It will take away some of those cravings. It's really, really good, and you will definitely love it. You know, just give it some time to adjust to your body. I think that's the hardest. People might not see a change in those first 2-3 days, but you need to let it get in and do its job.
Okay.
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
So do you, do we have to work out early in the morning, or is there a specific time?
No, it's whatever you find fits in your schedule. You know, Some people get it done early because they know if they don't, then they won't do it later in the day. You know, I suggest you guys put it on your calendar like you would a doctor's appointment, especially just starting out. Like, put it in every day, and that's it. That's when you're going to get it done, no matter what. At least until you get into the habit, because you need to make it an appointment. You need to make it something that's a priority, that no matter what, it gets done. And I mean, if you have small kids, you know, I mean, you see me, my kids are jumping all around, or they're climbing on me, or I banish them and let them get in on their, you know, electronics for 30 minutes, whatever I have to do, but that's my time. And then, you know, they have my full attention. But, you know, and I know some of you, if you're working, if it's, you know, if you have to wake up 30 minutes earlier just to kind of get it done, then maybe you start with that until you've made a habit of it and you know that no matter what, you're not going to miss it.
Okay.
So, what do you guys, any other questions before we go?
Which flavor do you think is the best one, though?
My favorite is chocolate for sure, but I'm addicted to chocolate, so that's why it's like, some people, if you're not a big chocolate person, might find it a little too sweet. I love chocolate, and I probably drink that one almost every day. usually with a teaspoon of peanut butter, and then I'll add fruit sometimes to it, and that's my favorite. I like the new cafe latte. I think that one is really delicious. If you like coffee flavored frappuccino type things, you'd like that. The rest, greenberry is really delicious. It's not what you would think. It's a little earthy, but it's fruity, apples. It doesn't look very delicious at all. It looks gross because it's green, and when you add stuff in, it turns greenish, brownish, bluish, but it's actually tastes pretty good. My least favorite personally is vanilla. It's just got a rough vanilla taste to it, and it kind of is not my favorite. So you can alternate, so if you got this month chocolate, if you continue to get your Shakeology monthly, you can call anytime, or you can go online anytime and switch flavors to something else for next month. If you're traveling and you can always switch to a box of packets, so that way it's easier. So you can switch flavors anytime. It ships out monthly from the day that it was shipped to you. So every month it'll ship out automatically unless you decide that you don't want it. You can put it on hold after that, or you can cancel it. That's that. And if you ever need help with either of those or changing flavors or anything like that, definitely reach out because we can help you with that.
Okay.
So, any other questions before we go?
No, if you just want to walk me through just filling out everything so I can get my discount.
Yeah, stay on, and if it cuts us off, then I'll message you a private one, and we'll just do another call.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm super excited to get you guys started on this. This is going to be really great, and just use the group, utilize it, take advantage of the support you have, and just ask questions, whatever you need. Just if you're struggling, post it because we're here to help you. If you're having a great, success, share it. We're here for all of that. So that's our job. That's the point of this group. You can go buy these programs off of Amazon, but what works is having the accountability and the group to help you get through it. So take advantage of it. All right. And if you need anything, reach out. We're all going to be in the group together and help you guys through it. So don't hesitate.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And have a good weekend. And I'll be posting throughout the weekend, and we'll get started on Monday.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. All right, so here's what I'm going to show you. This will be I'm going to share my screen. So this is my screen. So when you go, I'm going to have to I'll show you, I'll log in as me. So you go to teambeachbody.com, and you're going to go to where it says Coach Online Office. And then from there, it's going to ask you for your login. So it's going to be your name and your email, your password when you signed up as a coach, what you set it up as.
Okay.
Okay. So then when you go in here, so as a coach, if you ever decide to help people or, share it with friends, this is what we use to keep track of all of our customers and all of that. So you'll go to My Business up top, and then you go to My Forms and Documents, and then you just scroll down here, and it'll say Team Beachbody Military Waiver Cover Sheet. So then you just fill this out, and it'll tell you what to send in, what qualifies. You need to have your active duty orders, recent LES, copy of your BIR DD-214. So
Okay.
you send that in, and it'll basically, you have 30 days from the time you signed up. So you have plenty of time. So print that off and sign it in, send it in, and then they should send you something confirming they got it. And then from there, so then you'll get 25% off everything. As long as
Perfect.
you're a coach, yeah. All right.
All right. Easy.
Yay, awesome. Well, I'm excited to do this with you and go through all this. So let me know if you need anything or if you have any questions.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. I'll see you soon.
All right. See ya.
Okay, bye.